I have a real problem with the capri pants he decided to wear along with that suit last night. I just really did. Like,
You don't like the flood pants?
no man should walk around looking like that. I'm sorry. It's almost like he ran out of clean clothes to wear and he grabbed something out of his woman's hamper. And he just said, "I'm gonna wear these."
I was gonna at least give him the man version.
His son is probably making fun of him for wearing that.
I would assume his son would make fun of him for wearing that.
And I want to know how afterwards you don't go and smack the designer upside the head for being like, "Did you really put me in these? You told me I'd look all right. You told me it'd be a fashion statement, and the only statement is I look like a damn fool."
He does look foolish. He really does. But, I mean, do you think it's like a competition between these guys? Like, they all try to one-up each other? I mean, do you think that's what it is? Like, who can just wear the craziest stuff?
I think it's more of, look at me, look at me, look at me. Dwayne Wade never wore this stupid stuff before LeBron got here. Before Westbrook started doing it, before Durant started wearing backpacks for no reason, like you're hiking mountains when you're when you're walking out of the arena at night. Like you got all your books in there for school. I realize he's probably like 22 and still in college, but still, you need to bring your book bag to the game. The homework can wait, my friend. You know what I mean? It's an awful, awful decision, but I almost feel like Dwayne Wade used to get all the star power, or he used to be the man in Miami. Now that Bosh and LeBron are there, he's like a third of the man. So he says, well, I got to make a statement. I got to make sure. I almost think it's ego-driven. That he wants the attention. Look at me, look at me, look at me. I want people to talk about me. Don't talk about LeBron. People talk enough about LeBron. Talk about me.
All me.
Look at my pants. See that stupid jacket I wore last week? I still got that in my closet. I might break it out and wear it with the pants next time. How you guys think about that? I'll ask Russell Westbrook if I could borrow a couple pair of no-lens glasses that he's got.
And you
it's
know,
awesome.
It's funny to
Good
me,
times.
too, because a lot of people right now are like, oh, well, this all started because of Westbrook and his crazy glasses. You know what? Based on your age group, I would put this all on Dennis Rodman, and it's just a trickle-down effect.
No,
I mean, that man
Rodman
was the king
Rodman. Nobody else did it when Rodman did it, and Rodman did it because he's Rodman. Dwayne Wade is not Dennis Rodman. Russell Westbrook is not even close to Dennis Rodman. Dennis Rodman used to dye his hair funky colors. He was tatted up from top to bottom.
He married himself.
You know what I mean? Like, these guys aren't Dennis Rodman to any stretch of the imagination. They're just not. And you just look damn foolish. You look like a tool. I'm sorry, but it was...
You had to get it off your chest. I know you did. This was something you've just wanted to have the opportunity to at least say one thing about since I met up with you almost an hour ago. It's funny, though, because we're sitting here talking about Dwayne Wade and his terrible pants, yet we're not talking about Dwayne Wade and his terrible performance so far in the second round. Not that Miami needed him, nor not that Miami really needs him in general. But it's sad that that's what we're talking about, considering the fact that, once again, he's having knee issues. Once again, he's not playing like Dwayne Wade. There's no question about that.
And don't you think he should have a knee brace on instead of these capri pants? Do you think he might have hurt himself putting these things on? And Marissa, you can see his legs all he wants when he wears his shorts out on the court. You don't need him sporting this with his, in his suit and tie with his capri pants on. Awful.
Just awful.
It's sad that the youth of America looks up to people like this.
Pretty much the focus of this right now is the fact that these guys love attention. But the bottom line is most of them wouldn't be where they were or where they are right now if they didn't like attention. If they didn't like people talking about them. If they didn't like people watching them. I mean, that is part of the package deal of being a superstar athlete. Whether they act like it or not, they enjoy everybody watching them. They enjoy everybody paying attention to them. It's part of the ego trip of being a star athlete.
But people are already watching and paying attention to him. It's not like Mario Chalmers did this. It's not like Udonis Haslem did this.
Because they're not big names.
That's what I'm saying, though, is why does the big star need this attention when he's already getting all of the attention anyway? People were already going to pay attention to Dwayne Wade. It wasn't like people were just going to be like, oh yeah, that guy played. Oh, yeah, I forgot he played for Miami. No. Everybody knows Dwayne Wade, Miami. Nobody, not fooling anybody there. There's no need to dress like a moron.
I'm not arguing. I
feel like he is a moron for dressing like that. I feel like he has 0 sense. And listen, I'm not a person that should really speak on fashion. I'm not very fashionable.
I am not a person that should speak on fashion.
But this fashion trend, if this catches hold, if I see a bunch of guys wearing capri pants all over the place, I saw a guy wearing capri pants one time. I nearly lost my shit right in front of him.
I went to high school with somebody that would wear capri pants.
I couldn't. I literally had to walk away.
Hey, you know what?
Could not be near him because I was going to laugh directly in his face.
I have my limitations, okay? I have no issue with people paying attention to me, but at the same time, I am not going to go put on some colorful... They call it... I mean, there's actually a psychological term to this. It's actually called peacocking. It's actually a psychological term. Like, if you went to a shrink, they would tell you that's what your problem is. You're a peacocker. And the idea is to make yourself the flashiest of the flashy so that you stick out above everybody else. That's the scary part, that this is actually something that has been dedicated a quote-unquote medical term.
And that's fine. But when my point is when you're already getting the attention, it's not like you're drawing anymore. You're just getting those people, instead of talking about you on the basketball court, to talk about your fashion instead. It literally did nothing for him. Didn't do anything positive. It really didn't do anything negative either. I'm sure his teammates are getting a good laugh. Everybody's getting a good laugh. It'll be forgot about by tomorrow. But what I'm saying, though, is I understand the term peacocking. I understand what you're trying to get at, that he's trying to show, be all big and flamboyant.
I mean, at least the phrase makes sense. It fits.
But when you're already getting the attention... I just don't get it. And who are the people around him being like, dude, that looks good, man. You got to go to the court. You got to go to the arena wearing that today. Man. Doggy. That is hot. Make sure you wear that in public.
That's a good look for you.